as hard, tough, and as good as any team that's faced us in that first half in a lot of years. I just thought they bullied us a little bit. We didn't respond. They hit a couple of easy threes because we didn't guard anybody on dribble penetration. And then once we started guarding, they hit a couple of tough threes, and that's what happens when a guy gets hot. And they made a couple, and you know, it's been a couple weeks in a row now where 19, 18, I don't know what McRoberts was. I think he was 0 for 3 in the league and 2 for 8 for the year. And, you know, that's what happens. And I was so disappointed in our effort defensively the first half, but I was so impressed with Indiana on the other side of it. They just drove us, bullied us, posted us. They did a good job. It was boys against men. And second half, we competed a little better, cut it to 4, and then didn't make winning plays. And so I got to do a better job of that. But all in all, very disappointed in most of it. Proud of them that they didn't quit, came back, and I learned some more valuable lessons. But we got beat by a good team who played well and make shots, and a lot of things happen. A lot of good things happen when you make shots. Cures a lot of evils. Questions?
What are some of the things you learned?
The guards are struggling. You know, I thought Harris played very well, but I thought a couple other guys who just didn't guard. So, you know, they went around us and then got in the lane and then just kicked out. And then when you get around somebody and all that damage in the lane, the shot goes up and they get an offensive rebound and kick it out, and they had 2 threes that way. So I learned that I learned that everybody looks at things differently out there in the world. You know, what one guy can do and offensively can't do defensively, and it just sometimes we get 2 points and they get 3. And so we got some guys that got to get much better defensively.
Tom, when a team's missing some players, not necessarily Indiana, but any team, do you tell your team or talk to your team about anything about what you might expect?
No, because I didn't know. I knew OG wasn't going to play. I didn't know anybody else wasn't going to play. But I can't talk to you about injuries. I got more injuries than Carter got liver pills. So you know, I don't. I do know this, that sometimes a team, when you have an injury, you play better that next game. But then sometimes they catch up with you. So that would be what Tom has to look out for. But hey, I mean, it wasn't. McRoberts hit a 3. And he got a couple offensive rebounds first half. I thought he did a very nice job. The game was won and lost by the guards that just drove it and kicked it and made shot after shot after shot. I mean, that first half was impressive. If I was an IU fan, I would have been excited. I mean, it was almost impressive for me to watch. I thought they did a very good job. Very well coached, very good job.
What was the difference on the turnover between half 1 and half 2 for you guys?
Well, I think part of it is our young guys settled down a little bit, and McQuaid really struggled today. Catching the ball one hand and things like that, and he had 3, I think, at halftime, and just casual plays. We get that rebound, Cash goes with it, Cash just takes it and gets a layup. I mean, those are plays you can't have against a good team. And don't kid yourself, this is a very good basketball team. They're going to win a lot of games, and they're trying to find themselves too in some ways. But it's a very good team, and that played at a very elite level today as far as shooting the ball. I thought it was phenomenal. Again, I think we've had 3 losses in the league. Before we went to Penn State, we were leading the league in defense. After that game, I think we're still leading in defense. And then the last 2 games, again, I'm fighting 46.5 and 48. That's what happens when you get in the league. You got to guard people, and we didn't. And we shot okay, 44 and 44. Got to the free throw line, hit 19 of 25. Ended up out rebounding them after being down, but we did not guard anybody that first half.
Tom, when freshmen make freshman mistakes, it's understandable because that's who they are. But when you have older players that make freshman mistakes, is that the most frustrating part of coaching for you?
Well, that's part of the problem that we have. We all know. I mean, Aaron played well, but other than that, our upperclassmen didn't play as well. And big charge late. I mean, that was one of the few that I thought was a good call. Just guy catches on the wing, the guy standing in the basket. He just, bulldozes in there, and I think it was a 4 or 5 point game at the time. I think, and can't make those plays against good teams on a road in a place like this. I guess our guys learned. I mean, they played in a hostile environment, and like I said, didn't quit, came back, but unexcusable the way we played the first half.
What about Miles struggled shooting the ball tonight? Was there some frustration for him in that second half?
Well, I think so. I think we played him a little bit too long. Everybody's worried about how much we play him. All the things that I catch crap for, who plays, who should be subs, who guards anybody, who doesn't guard anybody, how long Miles plays. Those are all kind of comical now, aren't they? He looked kind of tired to me. We did a real good job of subbing him in the last game, believe it or not. We did a poor job today. And, that's going to happen. I mean, we're going to have to do a better job. A lot of this falls on me. We have to do a better job. But, I thought Nick Ward played okay. Not great, but okay. Did some nice things. Was happy with his attitude. His focus was so much better than last week. That was encouraging. And some of our other freshmen, Cassius had 2 different halves. But you don't get to have 2 different halves on the road. Not necessarily.
You put together a lot of puzzles through the years. When you get to January and you're trying to put together this puzzle and you have injuries and you have youth and you're in the middle of the Big Ten grind, what kind of challenge is this right now?
I told our media the other day that this is the biggest challenge I've had in my life here as a coach, because there's not many people that are trying to play 4 freshmen and do what we're doing, And I'm not doing it very well. I should call Cal and figure out how I do a better job, because we're still now some of the injuries, learning how to play with Miles again is, you got him, then you don't have him, now you got him again. What are our go-to plays? Well, you can't go to him when he hasn't played in 6 weeks. So we made some adjustments this 4 days we had off, and that second half we ran our stuff pretty good. We got some plays. We used the ball screens better. Cassius did a good job on that. But you got to get stops in this league, guys. And there's a few times, maybe UCLA is good enough offensively to win it. I don't know. I just don't see many championships won on offense. And we have 2 kind of different teams. And our young guys are going to struggle a little bit defensively, but I don't think we should struggle as much as we are at this time of the year. And I thought Miles, to be honest with you, I thought I did a poor job substituting him. He played way too many minutes for the shape he's in right now. Not going to affect him any with his injury, thank God. But now it's still his shape. And poor job on my part.
Emerging from that bye week and if you were installing new stuff, doing whatever, was there anything that you felt particularly confident was going to carry over to today?
Yeah, I thought we had a great week of practice. I thought we guarded this stuff. It's hard to put a scout team together, and Johnson and Blackman. God, I was nice to him when I recruited him. I don't know why he'd do that to me, but he was unbelievable. He made shots. I mean, he made drives. He made shots. A little disappointed that the first couple plays of the game when he went right and did some things that we had really talked about that we let him do them. But when him and Johnson hit shots like that, right now, as I said, I thought Harris played well enough. We just had some other guards that didn't play well enough, and the dribble penetration really hurt us defensively.
There's a moment in the second half where you're getting a lot of good offense out of Cassius. What was his defense in that moment, and was it enough? Is it close enough to be able to use him the way you want to use him?
better job of that.
What did you see in that stretch in the second half early that, when you guys got back into it, that you like, that was maybe different?
Well, we guarded a little better, they didn't hit all those threes. We guarded better, when they guarded better, we got some breakouts. You know, we got a couple fast breaks, we got some shots up, we guarded better. You know, we made some shots, he made a couple nice passes, made a nice play, but you gotta be able to play both ends, guys, somewhat. And sometimes you get two and you're giving up three, it doesn't work.
Anything else, guys?